Hey everybody. So if you're broke, you don't have time to be listening to music on the way home from work. You don't have time to be playing video games. I know video games are fun. I like video games. You don't have time for movies. That favorite Netflix series you got going, yeah, you don't have time for that. So what am I saying? That you should not have any entertainment in your life. Yeah, that's about it. That's exactly what I'm saying. Because you haven't earned any entertainment, right? And you're like, dude, what are you talking about? Like, I work 50 hours a week. I deserve to relax. I understand that. I get it completely. But if you're broke, working 50 hours a week, you need to be spending your downtime figuring out how to create a better life for yourself. Now, this message isn't for all of you, because some of you are like, it doesn't matter to me. I'm content. I love my job. Okay. If you love your job, that's a pretty good reason. Unless you're barely scraping by, you're broke, and you're stressed because you don't have extra money for the things you need, for the things you want, for things that you need to buy for your health. It's very stressful when you're worried about money, right? Very stressful. I know you're asking yourself, is this a business video? Like, I thought Jude always talks about health, right? Let me assure you, and I know you already know this, that you can't separate the two. Good luck separating money from stress. If you're broke, you're not having the life that you should have. You're not buying the healthy food you need. You're not paying for the right supplements. You're not going on the vacations you should be going on. You're not helping people, right? If you can barely get by, you're certainly not in a position to help others. And helping people is such a noble cause. I mean, it really makes you feel better. There was a wise man, son of God, who said, happiness is in giving, right? Better to give than to receive, right? There's happiness there. And that's so true. If I haven't helped somebody once in a day, I'm not feeling fulfilled. I'm living outside of my purpose. And I tell you one thing, I never thought I wanted to be rich, and I still don't think about being rich in the same way that people consider being rich, right? But don't all of us want to not have to stress about money? And don't all of us want to be in a position to take care of our health? And don't all of us want to be in a position to help others? So no music, no movies, no shows, nothing, unless you are considering a way to make more money, to take better care of yourself, to help other people. If you can help yourself, you get to a point where you can help other people. What I told you is something that we've talked about, me and friends and family, and for a long time. But I was reminded recently from a podcast. It was a chunk from a podcast that I sent to a friend, and he said those words, right? Like, if you're broke, you don't get to listen to music on the way home from work. You should be listening to a podcast, an audiobook, right? Something that's going to educate you, something that's going to move the needle forward for you, whether it's a book on health or business or mindset, on communication, something that's going to be helping you improve your life, give you some type of knowledge or skill set, right? So Myron Golden is his name. You should definitely check him out. I just had to give a shout out to him because I heard his words recently and sent them to a friend. Love you guys. Have a good night.